On a spot of land that was once deserts, now stands the city of Glendale, and a building filled to the brim with fans, State Farm Stadium. Up next, we'll keep it within the NFC for this game. It's the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals. Gunnar Olszewski now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Darts coming out throwing. And his first pass falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Now go play action. Here's Darts. Rolling out to his left. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. And he goes out of bounds as everyone turns to hear from our referee. Now, I think there's a good case for that to go either way, but the officials decided he was the more egregious offender, so it's offensive interference. So the penalty backs him up. Here's 1st and 20. From the gun, here's Dart. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
At the same spot after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Cardinals go to the dime look here, 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Again he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Kind of feel like we're watching a welcome to the NFL moment for this rookie quarterback. Hey, kid, yeah, the rush gets here a little bit faster at this level than it does the college game.
The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. On in at the 41. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory.
Take over 1st and 10 at the Giants' 47-yard line.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Run here, this is DeMercado. Through the middle. He does it, touchdown Arizona. The Cardinals get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Giants nothing.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. On the return, here comes Oshesky. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Giants taking the field for their second possession. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Darts out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
3rd and long for him here. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
This defense could not make a bigger statement out of the gate with this game. Man, the lead up to a ball game, trash talk. Right things said in the paper, bulletin board material, whatever it is. This defense took something personal, Kate, and they are taking it out on this quarterback.
And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Arizona offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Run on 1st down. Here's Murray. Big trouble now, and the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And he not only recovers the fumble, Brock, but he's able to get back beyond the line of scrimmage, too. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but across the line there, that earns the holding penalty. They'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Nice work by the back here, playing safety valve complete. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Murray to throw here on 3rd. Escapes out to the left. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Right side cut by Higgins. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Play action now, Murray. Stepping up, and he's going to run. Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Giant as they get somebody out there to tend to him. Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. There's a game to DiMercato. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the run. 6 yards from there. It's going to be second and goal.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the first and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Lining up on the doorstep. Second and goal from inside the 1. They go to him again. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals pull out in front further. 13-zip.
Kate, 2 offensive possessions, 2 offensive touchdowns, but even sweeter than that is 2 rushing touchdowns. You are setting a tone and a mindset, and this defense, they better regroup.
Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Cardinals drive out to an early 14-0 lead. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
New York to the line. First and 10. On play action with Dart. Caught by Theo Johnson. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Now here's Cam Scadaboo on the ground. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scadaboo. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. Josh Sweat making the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third down now. Here's Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
The Giants are set to punt. Greg Dortch back to return for the Cardinals. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. Third time they've called on him as he gets this away. Jukes away from one. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate. And unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
I'll run with DiMercato. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
DeMarcano on the carry. He's foray up the middle. That's about 3. Drew Phillips making the tackle.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. They'll make a hit for it on the ground. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
4th down punt coming up. So on comes Pat O'Donnell. Gunnar Olszewski will return it for the Giants. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Now here comes the New York offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback, as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
This is Cox. That's Slayton. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 24 on that play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Right back to Scannaboo. This is ahead for about 5. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And he's getting close, and they take him down. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
Hey, look, beyond having to pick yourself off the ground over and over again, all of these sacks in this first quarter have led to so much disruption. Kate, what do offense look for, especially early? Get myself into rhythm. Get myself into a tempo. What do defenses want to do? Wreck all of that, and that's exactly what this defense is doing.
And this just gets past the 20 before going out. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They got this after forcing a punt at the end of 1. Murray here on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
One of the big lessons you learn transitioning from college to the NFL is you can't get it all back at once, offensively or defensively. But this is the right way to go about it now defensively. You got to get a sack. You got to get something going to stem this momentum, and that might just be the sack they needed.
Throw is there, Trey McBride. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. Get him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Throwing the out route complete. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on second down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Murray with a sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's DeRicciardo. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. He can run it. And Murray hits the ground safely, picking up the first down on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Second down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Offense to the line. 2nd down. Pressure coming. It's Murray. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag. Running it after the penalty. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Now Murray on third and long. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on third downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
Pat O'Donnell on to punt. And they could really use a good one here. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Scatterboo now from the gun. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Darts back to throw. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Now Dart. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. The Cardinals in possession of it once again. They're up 2 touchdowns and could make it a 3-score game here. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Now Murray. Wilson on the slant. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this 2nd and inches. Same guy, Wilson again. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's the one back on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Murray to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
1st and 10, Murray dumps it off to his running back. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Blown back gets the handoff. It's a forward for a gain of 3. Dropped by the first defender taken in this year's NFL draft. That was Abdul Carter.
You know, Kate, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
Going all the way to the end zone here. That one connects. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a 20-zip lead. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Cardinals stretch their lead to 21.
Giants nothing.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. On the return, here comes Olszewski. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Giants offense all set to get started. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. This is Scannaboo, left side. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Hits him on the out route. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. On the sneak, here's Dart. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On the handoff, here's Scannaboo. And he gets him around 6 there. That was Max Melton who held him down there.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Darts out of the shotgun. Gets some space around midfield. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Cardinals pick it up. Into the red zone. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We've got to see what this flag is all about. That had to have been just about as far away as possible, Brock, from what that was drawn up to be. But the end result, partner, exactly as they planned. It's a touchdown.
In this case, Kate, it really was about the destination, not about the journey.
Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Cardinals grow their lead yet again.
Giants nothing.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. On the return, here comes Oshesky. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. On 1st and 10. Here's Dart. He's in trouble, and they bring it down again. The Giants using their first timeout. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. From the gun, here's Dart. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
You never, ever, as an offense like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Here's Jamie Gillen on again for the punt. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Throw right side, and McBride has it. And he gets this one out to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Has him on the quick hitter. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's another Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Gano ready to send this away. On the return, here comes Imari DiMercato. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Here come the Cardinals to begin quarter number 3. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Run here. This is DiMercado. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's a game to DiMercado. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Murray on 3rd down. He brings this one in, but does so out of bounds. That throw just took him too close to the boundary. We've got 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
The Cardinals out for the punt. It'll be Pat O'Donnell doing the honors. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. First call here coming from the shotgun. One play action with Dart. Finds the in route complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Running with Scatterboo. And he'll get it up to the 44. He manages a gain of 8 there. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
Find me an offense that won't take that type of result every snap. Good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Driving forward with Scatterboo. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
This dude is putting together some kind of game today. When he scored that touchdown earlier, we knew we had to keep an eye on him. And no surprise, here he is making yet another huge impact play.
They'll send out the punting unit. And a fair catch made here at the 17. The Cardinals offense making its way out. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with DiMercado. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. DeMarcano on the carry. Nearly broke even, but the defenders followed that zone read well, and it's going to cost them about a yard.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Murray to throw here on third. It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They're going play action. It's Murray. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Throw here, third down. He's got it. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Bone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. From the gun, it's Murray. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
I like that, Kate. That's going to keep a defense honest. That proves that they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to hit.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. Setting up the running back screen. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. All right, so the penalty helps him out. Now only 6 yards needed on third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. I love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
On now comes their punter, and he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Now here comes the New York offense. And this has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Giants lining things up. First and 10. Here's Scattergood. He's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Second down now. They need 7. Dart for the pistol. Throw left side, finds Johnson. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Oh, look at this. Here he goes.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
Second and 6 coming up here. Darts looking to throw. Hits him on the in route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. Motion man right is Slayton. On first down, here's Dart. He takes it himself. And he'll go down here, covers up nicely after a gain of 7.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Second and 3 now. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Tough false start penalty. Now 8 to go on second down. Back to throw. Here's Dart. Finds him over the middle. This is close, but it looks like they got the stop in time. Yep, marked at the 40, and that brings up third down.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
QB sneak coming. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on third down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
On first down, Cincinnati. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up second and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Right back to Scattaboo. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up third and 5.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Has it in close. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. And it's the Giants who are going to have it to start the fourth quarter, partner, in a game that seems pretty far out of their reach. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Your start now. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Going on first down, it starts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they face second down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why. And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. They'll drop this down, Scatterbo. And he gets this forward to the 19.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Dart gonna throw again. He's running for it. And he's got him that first down as he hits the deck safely. They're gonna be looking at 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Darts back to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Dart setting in the throw here. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down. Darts out of the shotgun. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Giants putting up points in a game decided.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Gano adds the point after. And the Giants cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
Giants 7.
Gano ready to send this away. Dortch now to return it. And dodge the tackle. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out had the Cardinals now on offense. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Murray. Oh, out and quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Pressure coming, it's Murray. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan and haul in a heck of a souvenir.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. Dumped off to his running back. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Punting unit out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. From the gun, here's Dart. He can run it. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now Dart. This one's caught. And they make the tackle at the 38. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. He's going to keep it this time. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. On play action with Dart. Buys time, rolling right. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
It's going to tuck it and run. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants get it back to within 2 possessions. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Giants 14.
Cano ready to send this away. Dortch now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Here's DiMercado. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
29-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Another carry for it. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the 2nd level. That was teaching tape.
Carter here from the gun. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Run here. This is DiMercado. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
He was taken down.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. So the penalty takes some of that distance away. Things tightening up here for 2nd and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Cardinals have likely locked up the win right there.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid?
Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Cardinals stretch their lead to 21.
35. Giants 14.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Giants offense all set to get started. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here goes Dark to the air. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Took one to the outside by Dart. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to run for it. And Dart's got him a fresh set of downs there as he slides to a stop.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. To throw, here's Dart. He's going to go down. The Cardinals got to him. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Has it down close, and that's a New York touchdown. The Giants get it back to within 2 possessions.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Gano's point after is good. And the Giants get it back to a 14-point game.
35. Giants 21.
Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. I think the Giants got that one back. Yes, Giants football! 2-score game. Gotta get yourself additional opportunities somehow. And that right there, that's a huge one. Feel like they absolutely now have to translate this into points.
They really do, and not just make it a one-possession game. As you've taught me, Kate, how do you eat an elephant?
One bite at a time, partner.
One possession at a time, one play at a time, one bite at a time to the very end.
Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Well, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Complete to Hyatt. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He's going to throw it again. He tucks it and takes off. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now go play action. Here's Dart. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
27-yard line.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Dart. He's got it in the red zone. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. The Giants using their 1st timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that 1st.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
In the red zone on first. Screen here for Scatterboot. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here's start now. Pulled in by his back, Scatterboot. And he's brought down at the line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Leading 4 here on third down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. To throw. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
Need to keep this drive going. Here's 4th and inches. Desperation time here. He's got it to his running back. And he's not going to get to the end zone. The stop is made in time at the 2, but hey, 4 more chances coming. They've got a 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Darts back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
It's 2nd down and goal.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing from the gun. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
Plays like that are called twofers. It's why coaches live 2 years for one. All the planning, great play call, careful execution led to that, and it was still dropped to the turf. Touchdown. Lost.
And he's getting close, and they take him down. So the Cardinals fight to a win here at home. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.